the vision that Phil had 9 months ago, you know, when I sat down with him in November, was one of really clear messaging as to where we wanted to get to. So, you know, that won't change, and the players are really behind that. They want to live and breathe what Phil's put in place, so there won't be any deviations from that at all. The main focus was to get around the players, to make sure that they're okay, getting the right support mechanisms in place for them to handle it. You know, to think what other footy clubs have done around the country, you know, and particularly Geelong, to have the respect for Phil and give us a little bit of time was outstanding. So, you know, we'd like to thank all them publicly for what they've done in recognising Phil. But yeah, as for me, as I said, I'm just a small part and just trying to step up in this situation and do my bit. You know, I've got great support. You know, the other coaches and development coaches, and as you can see, the guys here that are with us today, the board, and also the supporters, they'll understand that, you know, this club needs everyone at this point in time, and we'll be doing our absolute darndest to get this club back to how Phil would want it to be. With this situation, everyone handles it different. We've got 48 players that are dealing with different emotions and different set of circumstances. So as for when we play West Coast this week, who knows? But one thing I do know is the players will want to, you know, respect Phil and what he's already brought to this footy club.
What is the process leading up to the West Coast game on Saturday night? Do you sort of try and slot back into the routine that's existed throughout the season, or, you know, how do you move forward?
Yeah, no, I think that's probably the biggest thing that we've tried to, you know, obviously the weekend was unique in terms of not playing. You know, the players had a day off yesterday. I think they needed some time and some space just to get their own thoughts. Had a pretty good session today, which was great. I mean, the one thing out of this is footy clubs are the best environment to be in these sort of circumstances. You're with your mates, you're all on the same page, you've got one goal that you're trying to achieve. So we had a really good session today. The players will have tomorrow off and we'll have a main session Wednesday. So it's a normal week for us. Yeah.
And with the midfield being your area of expertise throughout the season, I mean, how difficult do you think it's going to be for you to sort of branch out and take that sort of more all-encompassing role?
I don't think it'll be too difficult. As I said, the midfield's quite a, you know, broad spectrum. You have to have a handle on both, you know, forward, back and midfield areas. So it'll probably just more micromanaging the other stuff and making sure I have an overall perspective of what's going on. But, you know, I'm confident I can do it.
Last one.
Could it be on the road this week rather than...
Sorry?
Could you get the group together and take them on the road rather than play home?
I think you can look at it both ways, Rich, whether they're here and they've got the support, you know, and the supporters get behind them, or we go into state as a group. But, you know, as I've said, you know, the group is a resilient group. This footy club is a resilient footy club, and the challenge is ahead of us, no doubt about that. But I'm confident that the players and the footy club and the coaching staff are up for it.